Welcome back to our series on using the CYRINAE Portfolio Manager scripts with OpenRMF Professional Data. In this video, we're going to look at the quarantine testing. So based on different settings you can have, we'll show you that. Find devices that meet those certain criteria, and then give us a listing to say, hey, you may want to look at these to make sure you don't have to quarantine them to fix them if they're really that bad off. So if you look into here, we have different settings. So the maximum number of checklist open vulnerabilities that can be high. Notice we have ours at 0. We want ours pretty clean. Maximum open vulnerabilities that are medium, maximum low. These are for checklists. And then you have the same kind of deal right now for patch vulnerabilities. So open critical, again, 0. We don't want any. Those are bad. And then maximum for high, medium, and low as well. If they go over these thresholds, they're going to come up in a listing to at least have you and your team look at them to see if possibly you may want to actually quarantine those and then fix those before you get them back. Maybe even cut off network access if some of that information and some of those ports and services cross different network boundaries. So let's see how we run that. Again, it's going to be a similar manner to the other ones. So we call the Python script, and we pass it the OpenRMF Pro installation, the application key for the API, the token, and then what the system key is that you want to run this for. So we can run the quarantine checker. We're going to go ahead and leave the settings as is. If you want to modify those for whatever you and your team have as far as your risk tolerance, some of your settings, you can go ahead and do that yourself and then rerun it. But let's see what that looks like just like this with the defaults. So if I open that up, you'll see it has the title page here. And this has some sectioned off data, so we generated a table of contents for you as well. Note here, for this system package, it's smaller. We have a number of hardware devices that we have is 10. So let's look at the hardware patch information. Are there any in here that actually have host name with information that we have open patch vulnerabilities that are kind of high? So if you look at that, we have the high open patch vulnerabilities. We have 5. On this machine right here, we have 5. So that exceeds the actual maximum of 3 that we set for patches. Remember, patch high was 3, critical was 0. So those two come up in there as well. And it'll tell you right here what the reason is, nice and simple. If we look at the checklist information, checklist is a little bit more. Because again, if you look, it has the host name right here. And then what's the checklist title or STIG title if you're used to that verbiage? So what's the checklist title? And why are we looking at Microsoft Edge right here? Well, it has a high open vulnerability. It has one of them right here. So total category 1 opens is 1. For the IIS 10 site STIG, same idea. It has 2 that are open that are high. As you're going through and you're looking at all these, you can see which ones have that information, how are they looked at, how are they listed. You'll note that if it actually has in the checklist an actual IP address, that will be listed here as well. So you can see that here. High open, high open. There's a lot of these where the high is open. You'll notice there's several different pages of these going all the way through. This will check every single checklist against every single host that you have in your accreditation package, whether it's 1, 2, 10, 12,000. It's going to go through and actually list all the ones that you want to look at and check, again, just to make sure, based on your settings, that you investigate that further. Note that if it actually has several of them, it's going to show that here as well. So for this one right here, Soteria Win2K22 Web, we actually have 1 high open, but we have a lot of mediums. That box really needs to be looked at. You can go through, card this out, give it to your team. If you are using the team sub packages inside of OpenRMF Professional for least privilege and to carve up your larger ATO, you can also run this and then divide this up to the different people to get those done as well. This works regardless of your system package, as long as you have checklist and or patch data in that system package, in your accreditation package in OpenRMF Professional. If we run this on one of the other ones, maybe our GovRAMP one, it will give us the same type of information. So again, our patch information, this has 18 devices. Well, there's a little bit more here because we have a few more things going on. We have some criticals and we have some high open patch. So it'll tell us all of that, what we need to look at. You can also go through here for the quarantine list and look at all of these. So based on the settings, it may be easier to go through and filter on those just by looking at your patch vulnerability listing or your report or your checklist listing. If you actually have different settings for your checklist and your patch vulnerabilities and you have a pretty large inventory of items, running these reports is a lot easier than paging through different screens and tables and listings and filters. This lets you get to the heart of the matter quickly and easily, get your report, and get back to your job and get back to applying proper cyber hygiene and cybersecurity to your devices. Again, these scripts are available at public GitHub repo for Ceteris software, CYRINAE Portfolio Manager scripts. This one was the quarantine testing one right here. We also have some other ones coming up for Ghost Assets, Golden Baseline, and more. Stay tuned for those. We're even going to go through with the KEV and CVE listing that we did for patch vulnerabilities and show you how to do that for your container scans as well.